When temptation rises and the battle of the flesh seems overwhelming, the Word of God gives us strength through self-control. Proverbs 25:28 says, "A man without self-control is like a city broken into and left without walls." In 2 Timothy 1:7, we are reminded that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Galatians 5:22-23 declares that the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control, and against such things there is no law. In 1 Corinthians 9:25, it says, "Everyone who competes in the games exercises self-control in all things. They do it to receive a perishable crown, but we an imperishable." Titus 2:11-12 says, "The grace of God has appeared, bringing salvation to all men, training us to renounce ungodliness and worldly passions, and to live self-controlled, upright, and godly lives in this present age." James 1:19 reminds us to be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger. Proverbs 16:32 says, "Whoever is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he who rules his spirit than he who takes a city." In 1 Peter 5:8, we are warned to be sober-minded and watchful, for the adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. Romans 12:2 says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may prove what is the good and acceptable and perfect will of God." And 2 Peter 1:5-6 says, "Make every effort to add to your faith virtue, to virtue knowledge, and to knowledge self-control, to self-control steadfastness, and to steadfastness godliness." These verses remind us that self-control is not a weakness, but a spiritual weapon. It is not about relying on your own strength, but surrendering to the Spirit of God, who empowers you to overcome every temptation. With self-control, you guard your heart, protect your mind, and walk in the victory that Christ has already given you. Stay strong, stay watchful, and know that through God, you already have the power to stand firm.